Hello, my name is Cameron Dawson. Today I'll be presenting how supporting movie theaters and independent filmmaking after COVID-19. First, my attention step. My attention getter. Envision this. It's a Friday evening. You complete your assignments, take some popcorn, and go out and enjoy film on a large screen. The lights fade, the trailers begin, and for 2 hours the outside world vanishes. Now consider that the experience is no longer available. No community cinemas, no collective laughter or gasp from the crowd. Merely scrolling endlessly through the streaming platforms, viewing the same types of films repeatedly. The COVID-19 pandemic not only altered our way of life, but also transformed our engagement with entertainment. Movie theaters globally were compelled to shut their doors, film productions were halted, and immediate filmmakers found themselves marginalized. As many of us remained at home streaming films, and significant aspect of our culture faced jeopardy. Although these theaters have resumed operations, the repercussions have not vanished overnight. Similar to numerous other sectors impacted by COVID, the path to recovery continues to unfold. B. Policy proposal. Audiences ought to actively endorse movie theaters and independent filmmakers to safeguard creativity, cultural diversity, and the collective experience of watching films. Credibility statement. My name is Cameron Dawson, and I hold a profound appreciation for film, viewing it not merely a form of entertainment, but as a significant art, a form and means of cultural expression. I've observed the effects of COVID-19 on the entertainment sector and the ongoing challenges faced by independent filmmakers and local theaters. Although sharing this information, I aim to enhance awareness and promote straightforward actions that can lead to meaningful change. The preview statement. The preview statement. First, we'll examine the impact of COVID-19 on movie theaters and independent filmmakers. Next, we will discuss straightforward ways that audiences can provide support. Last, we will look into the bright future that could be possible if we take the right steps. The need step. A pandemic really hit movie theaters and independent filmmakers hard. A Forbes report from 2021 stated that the global box office dropped by over 70% when the theaters had to close. For several months, theaters barely made any money but still had to cover rent, utilities, and pay their staff. As a result, many of them had to shut down for good. The effects went beyond just theaters. Film production came to a standstill, resulting in thousands of workers losing their jobs. The entertainment sector is heavily dependent on freelance workers, which means that any individuals had no safety net when productions were halted. Independent filmmakers were particularly affected as they were rely on smaller budgets and external funding. Even now, independent filmmakers are still dealing with significant obstacles. Insurance companies have stopped covering risks related to pandemic, making it tough for smaller productions to proceed. Meanwhile, streaming services have started to reduce their budgets, with limited opportunities for creators who don't have the support of major studios. If things stay the same, a lot of local theaters might not bounce back completely. The number of people attending shows is still less than it was before the pandemic, and there are fewer mid-budget and indie films being produced due to financial concerns. This puts creative variety at risk and means the audiences have fewer unique stories to enjoy. Bridge. Now that we've examined difficulties that movie theaters and independent filmmakers are dealing with, the next question is, what can we do to make a difference? Luckily, the answers are straightforward and available to everyone. The satisfaction step. Have you ever wondered if one person can truly make a difference? The answer is yes. Supporting the film industry doesn't have to involve major sacrifices. To start, audiences can opt to watch movies in theaters instead of streaming them whenever they can. By purchasing a ticket, you can directly support theaters, helping to keep the system of theoretical releases alive. Every ticket sold contributes to paying staff, maintaining the buildings, and ensuring the theaters can keep running. Additionally, backing the independent films opens up more chances for creative storytelling. Audiences can go to indie screenings, rent or buy independent films online, or support filmmakers through platforms like Kickstarter. These small actions enable creators to keep them producing original and diverse films. Lastly, being aware is crucial. As reported, the World Economic Forum in 2020, the pandemic sped up to move streaming and made studios rethink how they release films in theaters. By staying informed, sharing knowledge, and supporting fair distribution models, audiences can help foster a healthier future for both streaming services and theaters. bridge. As soon as we start engaging with these solutions, we unlock the potential for a significantly brighter future for film. So, what does the future entail if we decide to take action? A visualization step. If people decide to stay inactive, a few big streaming companies will dominate the future of entertainment. Movies will likely become more predictable, creativity will take a hit, independent voices will find it harder to get noticed. The common experience of watching movies in theaters might completely fade away, but think about the other option. If people choose to back their theaters and independent filmmakings, local cinemas can recover and communities can come together around films again. Independent creators will get a chance to share unique stories that showcase different viewpoints. According to Worldwide Digest 2025, spending on films and TV rose significantly after restrictions were lifted. The action step. Restated thesis. Due to the lasting impact of COVID-19 on the entertainment industry, which has put movie theaters and independent filmmakers at risk, it is crucial for audiences to lend their support. Review of points. We looked into the harm the pandemic has caused, discussed easy ways for audiences to help, and imagine a bright future that can result from our actions. The call to action. I encourage you to pick the theaters whenever possible, look for independent films, go to the local screenings, and back filmmakers whenever you can. Your decisions are more important than you might think. Tie back to the attention getter. That Friday night movie experience, the lights, the sound, and shared feelings doesn't have to fade away, but it'll only continue if we decide to support it. Enjoy your streaming services, but remember the importance of movie theaters and independent films. The future of cinema is in our hands. Thank you.